What's going on, people? What's going on? How's everyone doing this afternoon? Very early afternoon on a Friday. It's been a heck of a week, but we are here. I'm glad everybody is here with me, or is going to be here with me, I should say. But this video, as you can see from the thumbnail, um, I wasn't going to do this video because, it's kind of, emotional to me because this officer that I want to be speaking about, she just she just had a baby a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, a couple of months ago, for what it said. And other research that I've done on her, this is a woman that the I call them the fake woke community. Um, you know, is what for what I hear is what they want their officers to be. I'm gonna go with her story first, and then we're gonna go on what really made me do this video. And this is the video of the two men mother that I will show in a few. Two men males mother, I should say, two males mother, and what she said, what she had to say. It's anybody that follows me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and also Twitter, they know what I'm about to say. It's more, and what I'm about to say is more of the fake woke rhetoric, fake pro-black rhetoric, and all about. Sorry about that. All about acceptance, not being accountable, uh, supporting more, what you say, bad decisions, um, supporting single motherhood, and also supporting single mothers that actually do their very best to not have any man around to give their boy or boys any kind of logic, knowledge, rational mindset. And we're gonna go over everything else. It's not gonna be such a maybe as we go along, it's probably gonna be a longer YouTube, but you guys know I don't do more than an hour. So anyway, guys, like and subscribe to the channel before we go any further. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Happy Friday to you guys. So again, we're gonna go with the CNN video real quick, and we're gonna go over, dissect the video and things of that nature, and then I'm gonna actually read about a situation that this young lady was in before the incident. That people, I guess it made news in Chicago. It's a Chicago story right now. And again, I wasn't gonna do a video on this, but when I heard the Pookie and what I consider the Pookie and Ray Ray mother, when I heard her make this, when I heard her speak in this arrogant, delusional manner, I had to make this video. Had to, completely. But let's go with it. Let me share the CNN story on this, and then we're going to read with the article. Her name was Ella French, the fallen police cop. Yep. You know how some of these sites be with all this different kinds of silliness.
It's nice to know your blind spot can be protected. Blind spot monitor. Standard on all 2021 Volkswagen SUVs, unlike all Honda or Subaru SUVs. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer and check out our college graduate program with a bonus of $1,000 on our select new models for qualified recent college graduates.
They were the gunshots that killed Chicago police officer Ella French. He critically wounded her partner during a traffic stop over the weekend.
I'm going to publicly offer condolences to her mother, her brother, family, and friends.
But when Mayor Lori Lightfoot visited the hospital to support the police and families, about 30 officers physically turned their backs on her. Sources told the Chicago Sun-Times.
Are we talking several hundred? Are we talking several thousand?
Alderman Matt O'Shea says the ward he represents has more Chicago law enforcement than any other in the city.
The number of officers reportedly turned their backs. What sort of message do you think that sent?
Police families and officers they're at a tipping point. We've seen many police officers killed in line of duty. It's not uncommon that the scene at the hospital is uncomfortable. Emotions are running high. People are angry.
John Catanzara, president of the local Fraternal Order of Police, took things a step further.
The men and women of this police department have no respect for this mayor, and it was as palpable as you could possibly imagine outside that hospital.
Mayor Lightfoot's office put out a statement Monday saying this was not the time for divisive and toxic rhetoric. Reading specifically, in a time of tragedy, emotions run high.
Every chance this woman, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, whatever, every chance this woman can be divisive, she can do it. Just like any other Democrat. Every chance they get to be that they can be divisive, they do it. Every chance. This woman especially. She's another super liberal, fake woke feminist that will say, I'm not going to speak to any that said actually facts on it. Any white or white reporters, what have you. I'm going to speak what all people of color. The new phrase, all people of color reporters, and go home to her white wife. White wife. She is just like who is that? Don Lemonhead. Just like them. These y'all don't understand, man. A lot of these. I was thinking. I've been talking about this for years, but I was thinking about it today. A lot of our black LGBTQ that I know, they go on their group before they go on being a black person. A lot of liberal black females will go on, liberal feminist black females will go on being their gender before their community. And they're not just doing like saying things that will cause this effect. They're doing it. They do it all the time. They've been doing it for decades. But now people are starting to see it. This is why you're seeing a whole lot of pushback. Let's keep it going.
That is to be expected. The mayor spoke to a range of officers that tragic night and sensed the overwhelming sentiment was about concern for their fallen colleagues.
She truly was the very definition of a peace officer. And to be cut down in such an unbelievably horrible way for what would have amounted to a routine traffic stop.
Officer Ella French was 29 years old, the only officer to be shot and killed in the line of duty this year, and the first since 2018. The two suspects were denied bail Tuesday. Among the charges, 21-year-old Monty Morgan faces first-degree murder, while his 22-year-old brother Eric Morgan's charges included aggravated unlawful use of a weapon with a prior conviction. A third suspect, Jamel Danzy, is in federal custody over allegedly buying the weapon used in the killing in Indiana and giving it to one of the suspects police say was involved in the shooting. The officer's death comes in a year where murders are up 58% compared to 2019 and shootings up more than 65%.
Guys, I want you to remember that murders in Chicago is up 58% and shootings 65. That's way more. That's more than half. All this fake woke stuff, please take it to the back. Take it to the back. Like, because that's what it belongs in the back. I want you to see this because I want you to remember you saw this. And when we get to the mother of the two males, you're going to see how this resonate to one another. You're going to see it. Let's keep it going.
According to the Chicago Police Department.
We have a dead young officer. We have another officer fighting for his life. And we have a city completely upside down in turmoil. We've got to change.
More Jimenez joins us now. It's been clearly violent and difficult climate for policing in Chicago, especially the past year and a half. What has officer morale been like?
Yeah, Anderson. I mean, in conversations I've had with the Chicago police superintendent, he's told me morale is a constant struggle that
Here's
they are
CNN,
having, especially
and they
when you look
bullshit.
at the pandemic, the protests of last year, even social media. And that's tied to some of what that alderman we spoke to told us, that it's easy for officers to feel like no one has their backs, from politicians to the media to members.
It's not easy. It's actual facts. Let's keep it going.
Of the community. That said, those sentiments of caring for police have often butted heads with reforming police, which Mayor Lightfoot has helmed in recent months. She's been at the center of helming in recent months, notably.
They got another beta male black man on CNN. That's what they like. Whatever. Lori Lightfoot is literally anti-police. She's literally that. And the least person to be anti-police than any mayor in the United States, you guessed it, is Chicago. That's the least mayor that should be anti-police. This woman, she promotes chaos and disorder. It's other black people that's in Chicago that's going against this woman. It's other black folks. It's not just, what you call conservative. It's liberals and conservatives, because they starting to understand, oh shit, it's getting really bad out here. The reason for it, she's anti-police, and she made sure the Pookie and Ray Rays and the Lucretias of Chicago understand. Do what you want. I'm on the backs of the police. And that's cool. Do that. Be on the backs of the police. Make sure they're doing their fucking job. Excuse my language. But you still need to do what's best for the community, for the people that aren't misfits, for the people that not killing another man like he's some type of cockroach. You got to do that as mayor as well. I don't know why people not calling, like more people not calling for this whatever she consider herself seat. I don't get it. Why nobody ain't calling for it? Like more people, because people are more people. She's getting into she's getting into stand downs at the city hall meetings with other liberal blacks. She's getting into problems with white reporters or non-black reporters. She's just getting into problems with anything and everything because she promotes this fake wokeism because it's more money. She get benefits from all across the country, being as though they're doing a horrible job for her city, and it got worse. I forgot to mention that. It got worse in Chicago. Point blank. It got worse. Let's keep it going.
Helping to create a civilian oversight body for the Chicago Police Department. And of course, all of it happening within the context of a very tense year on all parties here in Chicago to try and find solutions to the violence.
Beta. Okay, now I'm about to read from about Mrs. Miss. I'm not so sure if she's married. Miss Officer Ella. Hold on one second, guys. Let me bring it back to where I was at. Miss Officer Ella Francis. Let me put this on. Hold on one second. Maybe. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. Want to get this going. Ah, dog. That was crazy. Trying to make sure Instagram know that I'm on live. All right. Let me share it real quick. We're doing that thing. I didn't really do it like that, but I'm gonna have to do it. Okay. Okay. Done that. So I'm going to read an article for you guys about somewhat of the life of Miss Ella Ross. Somewhat this read on so you guys can get some type of uh, you know mindset of how she were. Okay. The officers return fire. Let me say, hold on. A Chicago police officer is dead and another is fighting for his life following a shooting during a traffic stop. The officers returned fire and 2 officers were struck in the exchange. Brown said one of the assassins was also hit, taken to a local hospital. He said, Ella French, 29, died at the University of Chicago Medical Center, where her partner is in critical condition, fighting for his life. Brown said. I meant to talk about this as well. CNN. This was like over a week ago. CNN just did a story about this yesterday because again, it doesn't fit their rhetoric. It doesn't fit their rhetoric. You know, a Chicago police officer dying, even a type of police officer she was, and I'm about to read to you how she were. And she just had a baby 2 or 3 months ago. So her child will not be able to, maybe she breastfed, will not be able to get any more breast milk from her mother anymore. You guys don't seem to comprehend because I know we in this fake woke paradigm. But let's keep it going. French, 29, died at the University of Chicago Medical Center, where her partner is in critical condition fighting for his life, Brown said. We did not lose. We did not lose just an exceptional police officer. We lost a remarkable person, one with courage and compassion, one who made a positive difference every day of her life, Klein said. The compassion was noted by the law officer representing Ann Jeanette Young, another sister, into the 2019 victim of a botch raid. A botch raid where it was, another, cops that's not doing their job. It's botched. They don't know how house is it, so they just raid anybody's house. Okay, French was not on the raid team, but responded to the scene as Young, the female that was there, stood naked and handcuffed in her living room as officers searched her residence. Handcuffed, the woman was handcuffed and naked. So you can imagine how that situation was. Just imagine your mother being handcuffed and naked because it was because of some stupid ass botch raid. Anyway, French was okay. Let's go back to it. French was not on the raid team, but responded to the scene as Young stood naked and handcuffed in her living room as officers searched for residents. French helped her. That's Young, the police that got killed last Saturday, I believe. Helped get to a privacy in her bedroom to get dressed. The statement said, Officer French was the only officer who showed Miss Young any dignity or respect on the night of the raid. I'm pretty sure of it. All fuckboy police officers at that particular time. Again, I don't respect bad police officers. I don't respect police officers that don't tell on the bad police officers. But I do respect life. Okay? I do respect police officers that's trying to do their job. So if you're killing your own brother as a black man, or you're killing a police officer, it's bad either way. You need to get your life together immediately. Okay. Officer French was the only officer who showed Miss Young any dignity or respect on the night of the raid, the statement added. Okay. See, this is what the fake woke talk about. They talk about, we need more. They need to get more good police officers. We need a police officer that's more compassionate for the community. For what it seemed like, Miss Ella, rest in peace, Miss Ella French, was a compassionate police officer. Even during the scene, she had a flashlight out. She ain't had no guns on. They supposedly told the boys, the males, to get out the car, put the drink down, and stuff like that. It was a routine stop, But again, when we keep on teaching our young men, young males, and young females that all police are bad, especially in the Chicago area, they're going to be defensive. People don't understand. That's how you get young and impressionable children defensive. Okay, here we go. Okay, the other officer injured in the shooting is making incremental progress, according to Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. As of yesterday afternoon, he is making small but positive progress. That should be another witness. They take Pookie and Ray Ray down. They gotta go. Even if you killed another brother, y'all know I talk about this all the time. I don't fuck with a lot of these Negroes that look at their brother like the enemy because they was raised by somebody to hate another black man. You figure it out. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Okay. He is making small but positive progression, Lightfoot said, giving what we feared on Saturday night He is getting great care. He's surrounded by a family that's loving and praying on him, and a lot of colleagues who are pulling for his recovery, and he is making some incremental progression. Brother Imant and Eric Morgan were each denied bail in separate hearings for their alleged role in the death of French and the wounding of the other police officer. Neither was asked to enter a plea. No, it's not going to happen like that. Uh, yeah, it's body cam. They got all the evidence that they need. Body cam. How stupid could you be? But at the same time, it depends on how you grew up. So this is what we're gonna go into this, and again, as you can see by the thumbnail, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Let me turn this down. Hold on 1 second. You know, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The mother of the two suspects. Let's go. Give me a few, guys, because I watched this video earlier today. It was horrible. It was horrible to watch, but it wasn't something that I can say was surprising. These young males got to learn it from somewhere. You know, people don't want to talk about that, and it's not okay because it's keep on happening. I used to be like, a few years back, I used to be like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not at all. It is not at all okay on what's going on in our community. It's not okay. But let's get it going. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why my computer acting a little slow. Here we go. It's gonna be a video about the mother, and she's gonna show her true feelings on the thing, and I'm going to show you my true feelings, to say the least. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. Let me share it. Do 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 do. Oh, not you. Oh no, it's still doing. My bad, guys. Let me go back to sharing. I want to show this so bad and get through it so bad that I forgot I gotta put right there. Yeah, right there. Again, this is for the dudes that's gonna be, because I saw a couple of videos where there was dudes on there talking about, oh, she's attractive, she's sexy, this and that, the third. Stop talking about this woman, because Hassan Campbell did a video on it and everything, and they was a couple of beta males, a couple of simps, I should say, was talking about how attractive she was, instead of talking about the big picture. And I'm not going to do that, because again, most of the time, the finer they are, the more wacko they are in my community. So let's get this going. And again, I'm going to say what I want to say, respond to her, what I consider delusion. Let's go.
Okay. I just want us to get on here real quick to be a voice for my boys, Eric and Monty Morgan. I want you to know I love you, and your family loves you, and you not
Do she really do love them? For them to have the tattoos on their face, their neck, whatever. Do these mothers really love their boys, or do they want them, or do they raise them? Some of these mothers, not all, or do they raise them to be just like the men, just like their fathers? Making bad decisions, making that fast money, not properly raising them, giving them nurturing or what have you. And again, I want to make it clear, I don't know this woman, but I know women such as this that place blame on everyone else but themselves. Let's keep it going.
Not alone. For everybody else, I just want to simply say there is another side, and my boy's side is not being told right now.
What side was it? Because they have, and I don't want to get too angry, but what side was it? Because it's footage. They killed a police officer and wounded another one for just a freaking traffic stop because they were drinking, yelling, hooping and hollering. You guys can look this story up if you want. Being as though I know it's cool to be in the fake woke community, but look it up. Let's keep it going.
I cannot speak too much on it, but I will say this. Don't believe everything you hear and see. It's fictitious.
She said,
there is another side.
Don't believe anything you hear and see. It's fictitious. The response to that is the mindset of that, her, what you call the mindset of that comment is said, don't believe anything you hear or see. It's fictitious. I'm not taking any accountability for anything. Whatever is logic, rationale, don't believe it. Don't believe what you see or hear. Okay, maybe not hear, but see? What the Come on, man.
My boys are not monsters.
Yes, they are.
What people trying to paint them to be at all. At all. There is another side. I don't believe a damn thing CPD says. And I can guarantee you this. My boys was afraid. I'm afraid. Our young black women, not only young black women, young black men, like I just said, I'm afraid. Adults are afraid of the CPD.
Listen to me clear. Again, as I said before, at the beginning of the video, I showed you guys the murders reached 58% in Chicago. This is where they at. And the shootings reached another 68% in Chicago. I'm supposed to be afraid of the police? Or am I, as a black person, in her mindset, I'm supposed to be afraid of police, but not the 80% chance that I'm going to get killed by another black man. And they're going to put t-shirts on t-shirts that look just like, we have my picture on it. And that's how I'm supposed to go when you're a black man and black woman, to delusional, fake woke, fake pro-black. No, and you could tell she's an attractive woman. Really, no accountability at all. Whatever reality is, right now I'm looking at my wall. A woman like that will argue me to death and say, "You're not looking at your wall. Stop lying." This is the mindset. This is the mindset on who you giving your seed to, black man. This is the mindset. You're giving your seed to a woman that's these type of women that's actually destroying the black community. Not all single mothers, I want to make that clear, but for what I know, for the most part, yes. They either turn into Pookie and Ray Ray or they are highly feminine male. It's either fucking or. Let's keep it going.
And I'm clean. I'm not a criminal. My car is clean. I got insurance. All
We're talking. It's your sons that's are the criminal, dum. Nobody ain't talking about you being a criminal.
that. But if a cop get behind me, my heart drops. We fear our police here.
Unfortunately, victimhood. This is what the super liberal, fake woke white folks do to these delusional, two-dimensional, low-level thinking black folks that live in a heart of crime in Chicago and still think it's another person that we need to fear. Yo, real talk, when the police come behind me as a black man, yeah, as a black man, the ones that's actually getting killed by the police. Yeah, I fear, of course, because how it's been in the past and somewhat of the present, then as though that's a dramatically low percentage. But I say to myself, I'm a law-abiding citizen. So whatever he or she doing, I'm going to ask a question without them getting angry at me. Or I'm just going to put my information out there before they come to the car. I'm put my information right on my dashboard and let them get, I'm reaching for this, I'm reaching for that. That's simple. But when I go into the hoods of America, when there's a bunch of me black folks, I'm hoping to God that I don't see no black man looking at me like, I'm his illegitimate father that his mama told him about to make him want to hate another black man. That's what I'm fucking looking for. Let's keep it going, man.
We fear them. We don't believe in them. We don't trust them. They get behind us. Our hearts drop. We scared.
No, you scared.
That's just the reality.
Speak for yourself.
But people want to hear that, and I don't give a damn what people want to hear. I need to be a voice for my voice. Hey, Morgan, my son. I want to see my son. Monty! Don't touch me! Get away from me!
Look at this. We're going to go to this. How could this be prevented? Black people. I'm talking to black folks. Men are doing solutions. I'm not going to call myself a alpha or what have you. A man. How can we prevent this? Listen. This lady my age, she's 41. She's my age. We prevent it by doing this. Not promoting sex, violence, and anything else that's degeneracy. That's how we prevent this. We prevent this by making babies with a real woman that know her role and a real man that knows his role. This is how you create children that's not going to be in that fucking environment. And if you're in that environment, as my best friend and I discussed over the weekend, from my perspective, it's time to leave because I don't want my son or daughter being caught up in that fucking Luciferian violence that's destroying every black man and woman, especially black men. When we gonna understand this shit, man? When we gonna stop acting like victims? Let's say the son that died, that son that's not getting out of jail, that got killed because one son got wounded because they were shooting at each other when homeboy started shooting. This is on the cam, guys. This is on the cam. And they're going to show the cam, too. Just like they showed the cam with George Floyd. And I said, what the? they destroyed many black businesses all over this country for this shit. When I saw that damn cam with George Floyd, guys, we have to understand that it's not going to get no better if you keep on asking non-black people to help you. We have to help ourselves. We have to stop hating on a black man or black woman that talk like me, that want to create solutions that's going to take accountability. Stop being fucking delusional. Let's keep it going. Let me see my son. Her son. Listen. Her son is not dead. Her son was good. He just got wounded. That officer that just had a baby 2 months ago, that the baby won't get to drink her breast milk anymore, that the officer has a history to actually helping her community, Miss Ella French, more than this woman was doing by raising Pookie and fucking Ray Ray. That woman actually been helping her community that got killed. And now I think it was a baby boy or baby girl, it's not going to be able to be raised by their mother. But for what it looks like, the mother died for something that she loved, because she just had a baby about 2 months ago, and she's already on the force, caring about her community. But we look at that like it's a fucking problem. Let's keep this shit going. This is what our boys are being raised with. This is what our boys are being raised with, and it's all across this fucking country. All across the country. These are our boys. Like, she's making a super scene, because as you can see from the video, it's all about her. This is why her kids wasn't being raised properly. For what I read up, what I researched, it's all about her. And many women that I know is just like that. It's all about them. It's not all about, especially today, in these days, in the last 10, 15 years, they don't want even another man, another good man that actually know how to, raise a son to be a man. They don't even want those type of men involved, those type of women that she presumed to be, for what I read up. They lawyer told her, quiet. For what she's saying, I can't say so much, but this is what I want to say. You can't, it's body cam, lady. Your son stepped over the dead cop and the other wounded cop, and the other son actually ran back to get the gun that the brother dropped. So that's why he's arrested. That's why he's arrested. Let's keep it going. This is crazy. Can you get your son? No, ma'am. You can't get your son. This don't help nobody. I'm telling you, we got kids raising kids. I'm telling you, my generation, men and women, for the most part, don't get that. Your kids is not your best friend. I don't even want us to raise our kids like our mothers and fathers did, the ones that's in their 60s, Because I think, for what I hear from friends of mine and a lot of guys that's my age or a little older, a little younger, they didn't even do a good job. I'm talking about your grandmother, big mama, grandpa, how they raise their kids. I'm not your fucking best friend. Sorry. I gotta raise you so you won't put yourself in these type of situations. I'm sorry. You know, I don't care what super liberal, fake ass woke society told you. Oh, just play victim. Motherfuckers don't give a shit about that. Finish this up. And that's it for that part. Listen, man. Y'all can believe what you want to believe. Y'all can, go, hold on one second. Hold on a second, guys. Let me turn that part off. As I said, y'all can do what you want. Y'all keep on raising your boys the way you want to raise the boys. Y'all can keep on asking non-black people that accept your degeneracy to do what you want. You know, you should be able to do what you want because they accept you. So all non-black folks should accept you, and even black folks that don't tolerate that degeneracy, that ignorant nature. Do what you want. Say what you want. Live the way you want to live. But understand this. Me as a black man, I'm teaching my 2-year-old son right now, just like I taught my 21-year-old son, to understand reality. And I don't give a shit if they got a black man, is there a black man or a white man or a Hispanic man? Be ready for action because most people ain't shit. In my opinion. You could still be, you could be, cordial with people. You can still do that. But understand, it's always somebody around you that's looking to take your life, especially as a black man. Again, real black men understand that we know our people hate us just as much as any other non-black person that hate black men. We know this. We understand this. So I'm not talking about you guys. This woman, all her life, been taught she's an attractive woman. Been taught that she's cute, she fine as hell, this and that, the third. You can get any man you want. You can live the way you want to live. And all this situation, did anybody teach her? Maybe they did. It's very important for you to choose your children, your boy's father. It's the most important thing you could do because young black males need their father. Do you think anyone's taught this woman this? Or many women like her? Or did they teach her, train her to be unaccountable, train her to be delusional, train her to think her shit don't stink? Do you think that possibly occurred other than, if you're going to have these kids, if you're going to choose a dude that ain't shit, it's going to be even harder on you to be an actual feminine woman, a nurturing woman. Do anybody teach our kids this? And again, this woman's 41. I know the generation of how we grew up. We choose our women and our men on how sexy they are, on how fly they are, and then we forget, oh, we about to have a baby with them. Oh, now I'm still going to be the way I was before, even when I didn't have children. And then forget how to raise our children. What are we going to take serious on the way we raise our kids, especially our young black boys? I'm talking about the females, such as this woman, the Lakeishas, and the Pookie and Ray Ray males. When we going to stop making babies with just any type of person and then watch our kids grow up with so much trauma like we did? We 80s babies. We grew up with a whole lot of trauma. No matter where you from, Chicago, Compton, Newark, New Jersey, Philly, Baltimore, DC, what else? New Orleans. So many different cities during the crack epidemic. And now it's turned into a situation where, again, Chicago, 58% of killings has been that going through the roof since 2021. 63%. I got it at the beginning of the live. 62 to 63% of shootings increase as well through the roof. But this woman in her fantasy mind want black folks to have to create this narrative that create some kind of narrative that it's all the police fault. We all what do you call that? We all fear the police. Why is that where I have an over 80% chance of a black man killing me? And especially your sons. Why? Why should I believe that narrative? Because CNN said it? Because LeBron James said it? Because your Hollywood star said it? Is that why I should believe that and not believe actually reality? These are the questions you must ask. Maybe one day this woman will see that she should have took a more accountability as being a parent. Maybe one day. Hopefully. Because we can't afford no more black men going to jail or, getting killed. And we also cannot afford killing our actual community first police officers like Ellen French. Now her daughter or son, baby, brand new baby, 2-3 months old, is never going to see her again because of a routine traffic stop. Don't put your emotions in it. Put your logic in it. Do that one day. Do that today. Anyway, guys, this is the end of my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I will talk to you guys this weekend a couple of times. I'm going to make a bunch of videos, probably today as well, if I don't get too busy. Anyway, peace.